I keep my fingers crossed.
Thank you.
First of all, can we get one more round of applause for this successful grappling? That's what I'm talking about. My question for you, Mr. Bolden, thank you very much, is you were talking about how the contracts for the SLS were closed. Has NASA selected someone that could possibly be doing liquid rocket boosters instead of the solids, or is that something that might be looked at in the future?
No, I didn't. If I said that, I was in error. I did not intend to say contracts were closed. I said work on the SLS and Orion continues. We have a prime contractor for Orion. That's Lockheed Martin. That's been settled. While we have prime contractors involved in aspects of the Space Launch System, we still have a number of things that are open. Advanced boosters that are going to take us to 120, 130 metric ton vehicle. When we launch SLS in 2017, then it's going to be with the existing 5-segment solid rocket motor provided, originally intended for shuttle. It will have shuttle main engines that have been modified to be the core for a liquid hydrogen, liquid oxygen main propulsion system. And then, the structure itself will be what we have today. You'll have stainless steel tankage and the like. When we go to Mars, or when we go to places beyond low Earth orbit in the future with humans, ideally we're going to have composite tanks. We're going to have a lot of different components that are much lighter and more resilient than what we have today. That's the source of that's the purpose of our technology development program. And that when I tell people that the Space Launch System is an evolving system, it is not something, what we're used to in the past in NASA is we decide on a design, set the architecture, and we go with it. And 10 years later, you end up with a vehicle that's 10 years old, and it hasn't even flown. Shuttle was that way, to be quite honest. We made an upgrade to shuttle when I was still in the astronaut office of inertial measurement units. We took some from the B-1 bomber that were going to offload the general purpose computers in terms of navigation computations and the like. Found out that the architecture was so rigid that you would have had to design the software package on shuttle completely to be able to accommodate the new inertial measurement unit. So we could not do what we wanted to be able to do. What we've said with SLS is we want it to be open architecture to the greatest extent possible. So software decisions probably won't be made until a year out or months out or whatever. It'll be like SpaceX. Some of you know that SpaceX slid because they made some late software modifications to their Rendezvous ProxOps software, which incredible flexibility. NASA's not quite ready to do that yet as flexibly as industry is. And so it took us a while. People need to understand this is a team. So, SpaceX's name was in the spotlight, but every once in a while, some of the delays were delays that we had to impart because we were trying to catch up in some cases. It's an incredible team when you watch them. I mean, just sitting on the net this morning, listening to the decisions being made real time. How do we deal with these things we're seeing? How do you deal with life when it occurs? We had a great plan, but things happen that were not anticipated. But in going through what are the failure modes that can occur in your planning, the team said, okay, we think we understand this. Here's what we need to do. And the first back out, the first reversal came from Hawthorne. SpaceX said, we don't like what we're seeing, we're opening. And that was, they informed Mission Control that, hey, we're going to stop and we're going to back out a little bit because we see something that we don't like. That's great. That's what you want. That's what you want the team to do, and that's what they did. I want to thank you all very much for allowing me to spend this time with you. And, hopefully you're as excited as I am. I mean, the future is incredibly bright for us. And we just have to stick to it and be resilient and don't give up because we're doing okay. Thanks very much.